I think Billy is philosophically opposed to doing it that way. Just listening to him and hearing him speak over the years, even hearing him talk to Sam Smith, that's just not his way. It's not how he does. And it shouldn't be. Like, he's a coach that wants to go out there and win. He's going to put his best people on the floor to try to win. And I'm okay with that as far as his mentality is concerned. But if you're starting it over and you're starting a rebuild, I think you get a different kind of coach. Let me use Phil Jackson as an example. Phil Jackson isn't a coach I'm bringing in to rebuild. Phil Jackson is a coach I'm bringing in because we're ready to win. And if I'm ready to rebuild and start over, then it's not going to be with Phil Jackson. And this is an 11-time champion. You know what I mean? It's all this stuff. He is incredible. But philosophically, I think he's opposed to that because he's teaching people how to run when I'm still learning how to crawl. And I think they're still on the crawling kind of level. I don't think Billy's a bad coach. I disagree with all that when people call him terrible and all those things. Dude is not a bad coach. You can't last this long in this league being a bad coach. Like, dude can coach. But I just think it's philosophically opposed to what the Bulls are trying to do. And again, that's the front office's fault for, again, not making it clear, for, again, not making the right moves to say, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start it over this kind of way. That is, all of that is on the front office. But watching Billy and putting the team, I've disagreed with how he's put them in some games in the best position to win. I felt like some of those things weren't putting them in the best position to win in some of those games. He was just going more so with what he felt and more so of what he is comfortable with. Again, that happens. But I think when I watch him do the younger players, Will, and I get your opinion on this and yours too, when I watch him do the young players, it feels like there's a ceiling on top when he puts the younger guys in the game. It feels like if their head hits that ceiling once, then they got to come out, or they can't do this, or this is going to change. I feel like that with Modest. I feel like that with Dalen, with Julian, no matter if, and a lot of it could be right, you know, as far as those guys. Maybe they just aren't ready to get out there and do those things. But I think the last 27 games, I didn't want a ceiling on the roof. Shout out Michael Jordan. I didn't want a ceiling on that roof. I just wanted them to hit their head on, you know, as much as they possibly could and then learn that way. Billy protects, you know, those guys from certain things. Oh, we've heard him say it about Modest. Oh, you know, he's going to get punked down there, you know, in the lane and everything like that. I'm cool with that. I want him to get an elbow in his chest. You know what I mean? I want him to feel those things. I want Dalen to continue to mess up. I want Julian to continue to mess up. Because for me, that's how you learn. That's how you kind of grow. But when you're a coach that's still trying to win, that's not going to, you know, jive with your philosophy. You know what I'm saying? And be cool with what you're thinking out there. But again, I don't put all this blame on Billy. I put some percentage on it, but it's all upstairs. Everything is the front office and what they're doing, what they put him in position to try to do to go against this dude's philosophy and how he kind of is doing things. We all silly like the mayor.